Okay, boys and girls, welcome to my third video. I think you guys are going to like this lesson. It's not too difficult. I know you always ask me. This is 13-3. It's converting customary units of weight. So again, it's the same as 13-1 and 13-2. We're only going from bigger units to smaller units, so we are multiplying. Because when you convert from a bigger unit to a smaller unit, you multiply. This is only about weight. So there's a little chart here. It says 1 pound is 16 ounces and 1 ton is 2,000 pounds. So you guys probably know that ounces right here is the smallest unit there is. There are 16 of them in 1 pound. You probably know that 1 pound is really very, very little. So there's 16 ounces. So 16 ounces is obviously tiny, like a little paper clip might be 1 ounce. Okay, so 16 ounces is 1 pound. And then if you have 2,000 pounds, well, that's a ton. Probably kind of like what an elephant is, about a ton. Okay, so all you do is you use those conversions to solve these problems. I decided today it was too hard to actually write the answer while I was videoing at the same time. So I decided to write the answers this time. I guess I'm learning as time goes by. So over here you can see that 9 tons, they want to know how many pounds it is. Well, if you go back over here, there are 2,000 pounds in a ton. So you just do 9 times 2,000, which is 18,000. Over here, they want to go from pounds to ounces. Well, if you go back over here, there are 16 ounces in 1 pound. So all you do is 3.5 times 16, the same way we've been doing this over and over again. You use the distributive property. So 3 times 16, which is this, 1/2 times 16, which is this, 3 times 16 is 48, plus 1/2 times 16 is 8. You guys know how to do that. If you add it up, you get 56, which is the answer. I only did the multiplication for these few. I'm not going to do it for every single one. I know you guys know how to multiply. So here, pounds to ounces, 17 times 16, because there's 16 ounces in a pound. Pounds to ounces, 15 times 16. Pounds to ounces, 46 times 16. Pounds to ounces, 5 1/4 times 16. Tons to pounds. Well, remember, there's 2,000 pounds in a ton. 6 times 2,000. Tons to pounds. 7 times 2,000. Pounds to ounces. 16 ounces in a pound, right? So it's 9 1/2 times 16. Tons to pounds. 2,000 pounds in a ton. So 8 1/4 times 2,000. You would do what you would normally do, the distributive property, just like we did here. Pounds to ounces, 16 ounces in a pound, 3 times 16. Now this is a little table. They're asking you, okay, how many pounds is 1 ton? Well, we know now that's 2,000. So what about 1.5? Well, you could just do 1.5 times 2,000. That will get you 3,000. Or you may realize that if 2,000 pounds is 1 ton, then half of a ton would be 1,000, right? So if you added 1,000 to 2,000, you can get 3,000. And then they keep adding by 1/2. So I just keep adding 1,000. Or you could just multiply. So if you look over here, 3 times 2,000, right? 2,000 pounds in a ton would get you 6,000. Same kind of thing with ounces. 1 pound, 16 ounces. 1 1/4 pound. Well, some of you may realize that 1/4 of 16 is 4, so you could just add 4 to 16. And if you notice, they keep adding 1/4 the whole time. 1 2/4, 1 3/4, then 2. So they keep adding 4. Or you could just multiply 1 1/4 times 16, since there's 16 ounces in a pound. So I did that over here for those of you who want to do that. So 1 1/4 times 16, I did the distributive property, 1 times 16. Plus 1/4 times 16. 1 times 16 is 16. And 1/4 times 16 is 4. And I added it up. Okay, now let's go over here. Which is most likely to weigh 3 ounces? A shoe, a large spider, a box of cereal, or a math book? Okay, think about it for a second. remember, 1 ounce is like a paperclip. It's practically nothing. So 3 ounces is really very, very little. It's obviously less than 1 pound. So that would be a spider. Hopefully you guys got that right. Even though it's a large spider, the other ones obviously all weigh much more. Over here, this is a tricky problem. It says Lloyd made 3.5 pounds of potatoes. He added 4 ounces of butter. How many six ounce servings did Lloyd make? So they're looking for ounces. So I took 3.5 pounds of the potatoes. I multiplied that by 16 ounces per pound, and my answer was 56. He added 4 ounces of butter. So I added 4 to 56, and now I have 60 ounces. Well, it says, how many 6-ounce servings did Lloyd make? So they're asking, how many 6-ounce servings are there in 60 ounces? So I divided. 60 divided by 6 equals 10. And that's how I got my answer. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the lesson today, and good luck, and I'm sure I will be talking to you all day. Thanks. Bye-bye.